you have to do?
Pardon?
I have to do.
What do you have to do? Put more refrigerant in it. If it's low on refrigerant and that's the only thing that's wrong with it, you can add refrigerant to it and walk away from it. By law, you don't have to fix it. If it's got more than 50 pounds of refrigerant in it and it's a comfort cooling system and you lose more than 15%, then you have to get it. It has to be repaired. The owner has to have it repaired. Some owners, I mean, some of them, if it's losing 10 pounds a year and it holds, 40 pounds, that would be what? That'd be 4%?
Yeah, 40%.
That'd be 40%. Okay, so if it's losing 3 pounds a year, it holds 40 pounds, instead of paying you a lot of money to fix it, they'll say just come back every year and put 3 pounds in it, So they don't have to fix it.
Quick question, on the first page, at the bottom.
Yep.
says, Technician should always evacuate. And empty, it's already empty, so what's that mean?
Even though it's empty, I've got recovery cylinders at my house.
Excuse me, did you say always evacuate?
Yes. Yep. I've got cylinders at my house that are empty cylinders that have been opened up, so they've got atmospheric pressure in them. So you should always put a vacuum pump on it, pull a vacuum on it, pull anything out of that tank that's in there. Unless it's a brand new tank, it's got the plastic seal around it, and it's got a vacuum already on it, you don't have to evacuate it. But if it's a tank that's just been sitting around your house that you took in and exchanged it, it's sat there for 6 or 8 months, you don't know if the valve leaked, if it's got opened up, you should always pull a vacuum on it and evacuate it.
So you have to reach the required vacuum, that's all?
Not for a tank, not for a recovery tank. Just put a vacuum pump on it, run it for 5-10 minutes, just to pull any air out that's in the system. All right. One of the other things is anytime it's going to be or your equipment has to be ARI 740 certified. That's usually on the test there too. There's a couple others here that I was looking through that stood out. What was I looking at? The measure, when you were talking about pulling a vacuum, what they want to see, or the word they're going to be looking for is microns. It's determined by pulling a vacuum, pull it down to 500 microns. They're going to ask you, what's the recommended measurement for achieving a vacuum. It's not inches of mercury, because you can put your pump on that tank and run it for 5 minutes and you'll have 29 inches of mercury. Still might be 10,000 microns in that tank, or on a system. So when they're wanting to see a vacuum, they want to pull down to a micron level. And the industry standard is usually 500 microns. So that's just some stuff to remember. Let me pass the tests out here.